welcome to the Gano Tour. My name is Shayler Barnes, and I'm an independent affiliate of Gano Excel. Over the next few minutes, we are going to share with you a Malaysian-based company that is rapidly expanding here to the Americas, and how now truly all of your dreams are in reach. At Gano Excel, our mission is clear, and that is to bring health and wealth to every family. To help you better understand our mission, the first question I have for you is, what is the very first thing you need to do to become healthy? Now, most people think that it's diet or nutrition, but it comes before that. People think that it's drinking more water or going to sleep on time, but it's actually before that too. The first thing you have to do before you can do anything in life is simply decide that you want to. Now, for those people who make a healthy decision in their lives, how many of them actually stick with it past 6 months? Now, before you answer that question, let me ask you a few more. How many people do you know that started a diet, but they never finished? How many people do you know that bought a gym membership, but they don't go? How many people do you know that bought one of those ab machines off of a commercial, but they don't use it? Now, the harder questions you might ask those people would be, how many people do you know that started a diet, accomplished their goals, and here's the hard part, they maintained it? How many people do you know that actually exercise every single day? How many people do you know that actually have a six-pack? Yeah, we're talking about the one that goes on your stomach, right? Not the one that goes in your fridge. Now, 97% of everybody quit. 97%, well, they never make it. Well, let me ask you this question. How many people here know someone that drinks coffee? Now, here's the weird question. How often do they forget to drink it? Never. Why? Why do people never forget their coffee? Well, for some people like me, it's a slight addiction. For other people like this guy, it's a heavy addiction. In fact, it's the one addiction people use to help get rid of other addictions in life. It's the world's #1 comfort food, second largest traded commodity, second most consumed beverage other than water. Now, what do we do with coffee? Well, it's very simple. We make it good for you. Now, do we call it healthy coffee? Well, we used to, but calling it healthy coffee we found out didn't work very well. Well, what do I mean? Well, if I said, hey, would you like to try some healthy coffee? Most people would tell me, no thank you. I like coffee that tastes good. Well, because healthy and taste good, well, they don't always go together, do they? Would you like to try some healthy coffee? No thank you. I like coffee with caffeine in it. I mean, why else would I drink it? Or, would you like to try some healthy coffee? No thank you. I only drink real coffee. So instead of calling it healthy, well, we decided to call it what it really is, and that's enriched. Well, what does enriched even mean? Well, it simply means we're adding something new to real coffee. So the only question they should ask you then is, well, what do you enrich it with? Now, some people might still ask you, does it have caffeine in it? And my answer to them is, well, I sure hope so. Isn't that why people drink coffee? Now, how many people here have ever tried enriched products before? I mean, they're pretty common, aren't they? There's vitamin water, Gatorade, orange juice with calcium, milk with vitamin D, and I could go on and on. But let me ask you this question. What did we call vitamin water before they added the vitamins? Now, most people told me water, but when I was a kid, we called it Kool-Aid. You add some vitamins to Kool-Aid, and what happened? It became $1 billion industry. So do you think enriched products sell pretty well? Yeah, me too. The question is, what do we enrich ours with that makes it so much better? Well, we enrich it with a very powerful ancient herb called Ganoderma, also known as reishi, lingzi, or yongshi. Now, if you're not sure what any of those names are, you might be surprised to find out that Ganoderma is actually a giant red mushroom. So yes, if you tried our coffee, you just drank mushroom coffee. But don't worry, it's not those kind of mushrooms, right? You'll be fine. Now, there's over 200 different variety of Ganoderma, and they're all very good for the body. But there are some better than others, and some better than those. And when you get to the very best ones, they start targeting your body in different ways. So there is one best for the immune system, one best for the cardiovascular system, one best for your internal organs, and so on and so forth. Now, there's a lot of companies out there that claim that they're better than we are. In fact, they claim to have the best Ganoderma. But I thought you said one couldn't be the best for everything. It can't. That's why we use 6. The 6 most beneficial for the human body, giving you a full body targeted healing effect. Now, which one would you want to drink? The one that helps your entire body, or the one that doesn't? Now, the second thing we do differently is our extraction method. You see, there wasn't one out there that was good enough, so we had to create our own. Well, what does our extraction method do? Well, number one, and most importantly, it makes the Ganoderma absorb quickly and easily in the body, which isn't easy to do with Ganoderma, especially not in coffee. Number two, it makes our formula odorless and tasteless. Now, why is that important? Well, if our coffee didn't taste good, nobody would drink it. Now, I always ask this question. Why do we think Americans are so unhealthy? I mean, why? We have the best medical technologies in the world, yet we actually rank 38th on the list of national mortality rates. Now, what does this mean? Well, it simply means we die far younger than we should. Now, most people tell me that we're not healthy because they don't know how to be healthy, right? If somebody would teach us how to be healthy, well, then we could be healthy, right? And I always say, well, really? I'm not so sure about that because the last time I checked, being healthy is mostly common sense, right? I mean, everyone knows you need to drink more water, eat more vegetables, walk around the block a couple of times every night to be healthier, but most people don't do that. And I ask them why. Why don't you do at least the minimum? And they tell me I would if I had more time. I mean, really? I'm pretty busy. I mean, we all live pretty busy lives, right? I mean, I'm married. I've got 2 children. I work almost every day and travel around the country, and I still have time to exercise every single day. How do I do it? I still have no time. I just spell it a little differently. I know my time. I make time. Now, if you can't make enough time in your life to do something good for your body every single day, well, there is a magical button in your house. And if you press that button, yes, it will shut your TV off. So it's not time or knowledge why we're not healthy in this country. In fact, it comes down to one major reason. It's the same reason that when I drive my car, there's a volume knob on the steering wheel. Well, because it hurts my arm to twist that little knob down there. Or it's the same reason why when I go to McDonald's, if I don't get my food in 5 minutes or less, I get upset. You want to make me really upset? Make me get out of my car to get the food. I mean, what have we become as a society? Maybe just a little bit lazy. Now, do I mean lazy in that we don't do anything? Absolutely not. I'm sure everybody here works very, very hard. But have we become accustomed to too many modern conveniences? For instance, how many people here have a cell phone? Yeah, if you left your cell phone at home, would you want to turn around and go get it? Yeah, me too. Why? Well, because your cell phone rings and tells you when something important's going to happen. Well, what happens when you forget to take your vitamins, your minerals, or your supplements? Well, I'll take them tonight, or I'll take them tomorrow. And I figured out why. Your vitamins, your minerals, and your supplements, they don't ring and tell you when you're going to get sick. They don't ring and tell you what you're going to get sick with. Now, how many people here have ever heard that it's better to prevent than it is to treat? Now, the founder of our company, he lives by that. And he said, I'm going to make it so easy for people to prevent, and I'm going to do it in a way that they never forget to do it. Now, Mr. Liao Sun Sang, more than being the founder of our company, he's a mycologist. A mycologist is a scientist that just studies mushrooms. In 1980, he started studying Ganoderma lucidum. He found that there's over 200 different varieties, found the 6 most effective for the human body, figured out how to tissue culture and reproduce those mushrooms, keeping the same 6 the same every single time. Now, that took him over 15 years to do 2 things. Number 1, make it absorb in the body. Number 2 is he had to make it affordable. Now, the one thing you have to do in order to make it affordable is you have to grow your own. Now, Gano Excel owns the world's largest 100% organic Ganoderma plantation, and all of the Ganoderma only goes into our products. In fact, we can grow over 65 million mushrooms every 3 months. We can support retail sales of up to $3 billion. Now, we've never hit $3 billion in a year yet, but we're working on it. And in 1997, we put Ganoderma in coffee. But why coffee? It's very simple. Everybody drinks it. But why else? Well, if I said here, take these pills, what would you ask me? Well, why? What do they do? How are they going to help me? What are the side effects? Here, drink some of this juice. Well, why? What is it? What does it taste like? How is it going to help me? And why is it so expensive? Hey, would you like a cup of coffee? Well, sure, I'd love one. You see the difference? People already want to drink coffee. Well, how well does this work? Well, we're not doing $3 billion a year yet, but 800 million is not bad, is it? 7 million satisfied customers. But luckily for you guys, guess where they are? Yeah, they're not here. They're outside of North and South America. But guess where 80% of the world's coffee drinkers live? Yeah, they live in North and South America. So if we're doing $800 million a year, have 7 million satisfied customers in countries, well, that don't even like coffee that much, what do you think we're going to do here? Maybe just a little bit more? Quite possibly. That's why in 2006 we opened up a brand new factory. Now this factory is over 1 million square feet inside. And everything from roasting our own coffee beans to printing our own packaging, we do everything ourselves from step one to step done. We're GMP and ISO certified, pharmaceutical grade, pharmaceutical clean through the entire process, and we have state-of-the-art laboratories making and testing your coffee. Now, do you think that's important? Well, the answer is actually no. It's not important unless you know one thing, and that one thing I like to call WIFM. WIFM controls every single action you do consciously, and it simply stands for, what's in it for me? How is it going to help me? How is it going to help the people that I care about? And that's where we go into the science of Ganoderma lucidum. Now, Ganoderma lucidum has over 100 antioxidants. Now, antioxidants kill free radicals. What are free radicals? They're mutated cells in your body. Well, what do mutated cells do in the body? Number one, they can make you age quickly. And number two, they can cause life-threatening diseases. Now, does anybody here want to age quickly or die early? Well, if the answer is no, maybe you should have a lot of antioxidants in your diet then. Number two, Ganoderma lucidum has over 200 phytonutrients. Well, what are phytonutrients? Phytonutrients are plant nutrients that absorb quickly and easily in your body. Now, when your body is nutrient dense, you'll naturally crave less food. Well, let's take that out. Ganoderma lucidum has exactly 154 antioxidants and 200 phytonutrients, but people are like, well, compared to what? Well, let's take it compared to good old-fashioned fresh squeezed orange juice. How many phytonutrients do you think orange juice has? Well, it has 4. Antioxidants, 8. Now, when we call Ganoderma lucidum a superfood, shouldn't there be a pretty big difference between normal foods and superfoods? Yeah, isn't that a pretty big difference? Now, polysaccharides, organic germanium, lanostrol, lanistan, adenosine, ganoderins A and B, and triterpenoids. Well, what are they? Well, they're the top 7 phytonutrients in Ganoderma lucidum. Well, what do they do? Well, I wasn't sure either, so I had to Google it. Google took me to a place called PubMed.gov, which literally means medical publications for the government. Now, what does PubMed think about Ganoderma lucidum? Well, they believe it tames allergies, enhances sleep, promotes sexual stamina, detoxifies and cleanses the body, helps fight inflammation, naturally balances sugar level, helps support the immune system, promotes cellular rejuvenation, supports the cardiovascular system, kidney tonic, liver tonic, nerve tonic, and rids the body of heavy metals and toxins, just to name a few of the over 1,400 studies on there now. But here's the thing. What do we do with it? Why would we put that in toothpaste? There's a simple reason. People use it every single day. That's the number one reason. Number two, the Ganoderma will absorb directly into your bloodstream through the mucous membranes or sublingually in the mouth. Number three, Ganoderma lucidum is a powerful antibacterial. What causes all the problems in your mouth? Yeah, bacteria. Next, we have cereal. Our cereal is very special. We put spirulina in it. Spirulina is a blue-green algae known to be the most perfect protein for the human body to consume. Now, everybody knows that protein's the building block of human life, right? So who thinks that sounds like a good product? Well, sure. I mean, who wouldn't want cereal with algae and mushrooms in it, right? Right? Well, if it tasted great, could you eat it then? More importantly, could you get your kids to eat it? Next, we have black coffee. Black coffee we make for 2 types of people. Number 1, and most importantly, is the person that likes black coffee. Number 2 is for the person who likes to have coffee their own way. Now, a lot of people always ask, well, why do you use sugar? Why do you use this or that? Well, we don't in the black coffee make it any way you want. But let's address that issue for a moment. Why do we use sugar? Well, the most important reason why is simply because it tastes good, right? And who's our target market? Is it the person that grinds their own wheatgrass juice and does yoga 12 times a day? No, it's the person that goes to McDonald's, Starbucks, AM/PM, Dunkin' Donuts to get their coffee. And what do they put in their coffee? Well, they put sugar, cream, chocolate, caramel, sometimes extra caffeine, right? Now, we have our 3-in-1, our coffee with cream and sugar. This is one of the fan favorites. It's our latte. I like to call it our cut and go because you simply cut the packet, pour, and you're on your way. Next, we have our mocha. Mocha is a coffee with cream and sugar and a luscious artesian Swiss chocolate. Next, we have our hot chocolate. Great for kids. Why? No caffeine in this product. It also has Excellium, which is a brain food, and the Ganoderma lucidum. Now, next we have our tea. Our tea is very special. It's a red rooibos tea known to be the South African miracle tea. It has twice the antioxidants of a green tea, no tannic acid, no caffeine, and it's naturally sweet. On top of that, we put the Ganoderma lucidum in it. Now, how many people here know somebody who has a hard time relaxing, unwinding, or sleeping at nighttime? If so, have them try our tea. Now, for those of you with the opposite problem out there, we have a very special coffee for you, and this one's called Tongkat Ali. Now, how many people here have ever tried a Red Bull before? Yeah, what do they tell you? Red Bull gives you what? Wings. Yeah, they just don't tell you that while you're flying, they chop them off and you go screaming back down again. Now, Tongkat Ali, it won't do that. It has 3 very powerful herbs to help. Number 1, Ganoderma lucidum. What does that do in your body? Well, it helps keep things level. Number 2 is ginseng. What does ginseng do? Well, it boosts your energy level way up. Number 3 is Tongkat Ali. What does that do? Well, that one boosts your libido. So you've got energy, you got libido. Good, right? Unless you're single, then it's bad. Now, they call it the coffee for lovers, the energy coffee, the muscle coffee, but how does it work? Well, and you guys will like this. Tongkat Ali actually raises your testosterone levels. Well, what does this do in men? Well, it increases strength, power, stamina, ability, and everything from sports to, sports, right? Now, in women, it works a little different. In women, it actually raises your testosterone level, at which point most women say, wait a minute, I don't want testosterone in my body. Well, guess what? You already have it, and if you knew what it did, you might want just a little bit more often. Let me explain how it works. See, now my friend tells me that there's a time of the month his wife has where she likes to yell and throw things at him. He's not quite sure why. All he knows is that there's 4 days afterwards where she's just a little bit more friendly than normal. You see, what happens is her natural testosterone levels raise at that time, increasing what we call friendliness in women. Now, unfortunately, my wife, she doesn't drink coffee. She only drinks the tea. Yeah, and guess what that does to her at night? Yeah, it puts her to sleep. I hate that tea. Now, we have everything in supplement form as well. We have Ganoderma 90 for the body, Excellium for the brain, which is made from the mycelium of the mushroom, which is the baby mushroom. It's more densely rich in polysaccharides and other brain foods. Helps your brain activate, kind of like ginkgo on steroids. Next, we have Sakano. Now, Sakano is our libido enhancer without the ginseng. Now, I tell my wife to take 2 Ganoderma, 1 Sakano every day, and she asked me why. I said, don't worry about it. It's good for me. I mean you. Just take it. Now, I don't give her the one for the brain because I don't want her to figure out why she's taking the Sakano. I mean, that's only fair, right? Now, next we have Garcinia. Garcinia extract is a naturally derived fat buster from the plant Garcinia cambogia. Garcinia extract contains HCA, which prevents the liver from transforming calories into fat. Next, we have cordyceps. Cordyceps is another herb that's highly regarded in traditional Chinese medicine. It has been used for a wide range of conditions, including fatigue, sexual dysfunction, coughs, and as an immune stimulant. And then finally, we have soap. The soap is Ganoderma lucidum, goat's milk, Malaysian cedar bark for scent. Now, if you know anybody who has oily skin, dry skin, acne, or eczema, well, have them try the soap. Do you know anybody that shaves? Well, hopefully everybody, right? This isn't Europe. Now, it'll leave the most smooth-shaved area you've ever had. Now, somebody always asks, are we FDA approved? And the answer is no. We're not approved to make claims of curing, treating, mitigating, or diagnosing any type of disease or illness. Only prescription drugs and doctors can do that. But are we tested by the FDA and approved safe for your consumption? Absolutely. All of the ingredients used in our products are generally recognized as safe by the FDA. Now let's talk about FDA-approved drugs for a second. How many people have seen these commercials on TV? The ones with butterflies, bumblebees, couples skipping hand in hand saying how wonderful these new drugs are. Well, what do they tell you at the end of the commercial? Yeah, side effects. Liver damage, kidney damage, ulcers, a whole host of other negative things, and in rare cases, may cause death. How rare? Well, it happens to be the leading cause of death in the United States today. The use and abuse of prescription drugs. Now, chances are you've asked yourself many times throughout the course of your life, what does it truly take to be successful and to create wealth? In fact, when you ask the most successful people in business, what they'll tell you in most cases is that they came across a great idea that capitalized on the current timing and trends, the things going on around them at the time. And most importantly, they recognized what was going on, and then they took massive action on what they saw. So ask yourself this: do you drink coffee or tea? Better yet, do you know anyone who drinks coffee or tea? Well, how would you like to get paid every time someone drinks coffee or tea for the rest of your life? Now, wouldn't you agree that being in the coffee business sounds like a pretty great idea now? Well, getting started at Gano Excel is easy, it's simple, and it's fun. First of all, there are 0 affiliation fees. It doesn't cost you anything to be an affiliate here at Gano Excel. There's 0 monthly fees for things like back office management systems as well as websites to help you build your business. And there's 0 annual renewal fees. All you do is you simply buy some products at our wholesale price with which you can turn around and sell them and make an immediate profit. You simply want to choose one of our enrollment paths and you literally can start making money with your Gano Excel business today. Now, getting started at Gano Excel is truly all about how you want to set yourself up for success. You can get started for as little as 50 PV or roughly $50 with our Smart Start option, which is basically 3 boxes of product. For those of you looking to be a little bit more aggressive than that, you can take advantage of our Smart Start Plus option, which is an initial order of 100 PV or roughly $100, which is basically 6 boxes of product, and it also includes some additional marketing material. Then for those of you who are looking to truly accelerate your success, we highly recommend the purchase of one of our Executive Success Packs or our ESPs. Now, all of our ESPs include a nice mix of the product line, helping you start your business right. The ESP1 is $195. It includes over $300 worth of retailable products, as well as training and marketing material. Next, we have our ESP2, which is $495, and it includes over $700 worth of retailable products, as well as training and marketing material. And then for those of you looking to truly maximize your earning potential from the very beginning, you're going to want to purchase our ESP3, which is $995, and it includes over $1,500 worth of retailable products, as well as training and marketing material. So simply choose your enrollment path, maximize your earnings, and set yourself up for success. So how do you get paid? A Gano Excel Wealth Plan is a plan that provides the best of short-term earnings as well as long-term earnings based on 12 powerful ways to earn. For the purposes of our discussion today, we'll simply be covering the first 3 ways that are truly the most important when you first start here at Gano Excel. The first way that Gano Excel compensates our affiliates is through our retail program. Now, retail is pretty simple and straightforward. You purchase the products at the wholesale price, you turn around and sell them at the retail price, and you simply keep the difference. Next, we have the binary team commissions. This residual program is the reason why most people get started here at Gano Excel. Now, binary simply means 2. So in this program, you can see that you have 2 sides to your business, a left side and a right side. A team, B team, blue team, red team. However you want to think about it, you are going to be building 2 teams in this plan. And no matter how you start at Gano Excel, meaning 50, 100, 195, 495, or 995, everyone participates in this plan. So here's how this plan works. Let's say you decided to share this business opportunity with just 2 people in the first month. 2 people who like coffee, 2 people who want to earn some additional income, or 2 people who simply want to improve their health. And you place 1 on your left and 1 on your right. So in your first month, you now have 2 new people in your organization. And now the process is to help those 2 new people do exactly what you did and get 2 people. So you can see that in the second month, you'd have a total of 4 new people that joined your business. Then you and your team help those 4 each get 2, which would be 8 in the third month, 16 in the fourth month, and so on and so forth for 12 months. You can easily see that in 1 year, just by you getting 2 and helping everyone else get 2, you'd have a total of over 8,000 people in your organization. So at the end of 1 year, if you had over 8,000 people in your business, each on a $50 order of product per month, divide that by your 2 teams at a 15% commission, would equal $30,000 a month, or $360,000 a year. That's right, $30,000 a month. But let's say it didn't quite work out like that, right? Because we all know that this is a perfect world example and things never seem to go according to plan. So let's say that you're only half that good, and instead of having 8,000 people in your organization, you only had 4,000. Well, that would be an extra $15,000 a month or $180,000 a year. Could you get by on that? Or again, let's say you're not even that good and you only had 2,000 people. Well, that would be an extra $7,500 a month or $90,000 a year. And let's take it even one step further and say that you only had 1,000 people in your business at the end of 1 year. Well, that would be $3,750 a month or $45,000 a year. Now, what's this based on? This is based on people drinking coffee, tea, hot chocolate, brushing their teeth, taking a shower, and using any of the other Gano Excel products. Now, Gano Excel understands that the residual program is going to take some time to build, and everyone needs to make some money today, so that's why they've introduced the Gen 5 Fast Start program. Now, the Gen 5 Fast Start program is simple and straightforward. In order to participate in the Gen 5 program, you need to start your business with an ESP 1, 2, or 3, or qualify at an ESP level. Now, here's how it works. On the chart, you can see that you have ESP 3, 2, and 1 across the top, and down the left-hand side, you have generations 1 through 5. Now, anyone that you personally enroll would be on your first generation. So if you look at this next chart, you see yourself there at the top, and anyone you personally enroll at Gano Excel who also purchases an Executive Success Pack, you'll make an immediate bonus of $25 to $150. Then, as they go out and share this opportunity with others, those who also purchase an Executive Success Pack, you'll receive a commission of anywhere from $5 to $40 per person every time they purchase an Executive Success Pack. Exciting, yes? Absolutely. Now, before you get started, there's something else you need to know. When most people see this presentation for the first time, they begin to think of the people that they know that they think will definitely join them. And in their excitement, they leave here and they try to go out and explain everything I've just explained to you to them face to face. And this is where most people fail. Let me give you an example. Science has shown that the average person retains about 10% of what they hear for the very first time. But for this example, let's assume that you are a genius and you can actually remember 50% of all of the information that I just shared with you. Now, when you go and you try to share this information with somebody because you're excited, now they're only going to get half of the picture. They aren't going to get the whole story. And then if that person, who is also a genius, gets excited and shares this with somebody, the next person's only going to get 25% of the whole picture. Now you can see how real quickly the information degrades to a point where people down the line don't know what's going on. In our experience, it's best to have a plan. Now, most people don't plan to fail, they simply fail to plan. Well, here at Gano Excel, we have a proven way to ensure you have the best possible chance for success. The answer is a system. You need a system to support your growth. The Gano System Fast Start is our proven step-by-step guide that will teach you everything you need to know about how to build this business. Following the proven Gano system will ensure that everyone gets 100% of the correct information 100% of the time. The Gano System Fast Start is available as a free download for every affiliate, and there is also a copy included in the purchase of an Executive Success Pack. And in closing, timing. Timing is your chance to be first. Gano Excel International is a global, stable giant. It is a debt-free company that has been in business for over 20 years, has over 800 million annual sales, 7 million satisfied customers in over 80 countries around the world. Yet here in the Americas, from Alaska to the tip of Argentina, where 80% of the world's coffee drinkers live, less than 1% of the population has ever heard the name Gano Excel, ever tasted a cup of this coffee, or ever experienced the benefits of Ganoderma lucidum in their life. So the choice is clear. This is the right company, with the right product, with the right opportunity, the right support, and the right timing. Your time is now, don't you think? And with that, just get started. Getting started is as easy as 1, 2, or 3. Maybe you're a 1. You're a customer who wants to purchase and enjoy the benefits of our enriched product line. Or maybe you're a 2. You're somebody who'd like to start a business, maybe earn some additional income and start developing a plan B. Or maybe you're a 3. You want to be a serious entrepreneur, develop a successful business, and maximize your earning potential. Whatever you decide is okay with us. We always say just get in where you fit in. And literally, all you have to do to be successful here at Gano Excel is use the products, share the products, but also share this opportunity presentation with others. And if you can do that, I'd like to be the first to welcome you to the Gano Excel family. Thank you.